What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Are you the one? Super excited because our full panel is here. So the house goes into relationship rehab. Tevin Jr. comes in the house, and the Trump supporter gets wet. Let's go. Let's get it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey,
Come on.
turn that up.
Come on.
Hey.
Turn it up. Yeah. She ready. Whoa. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Okay.
There it is.
She
There
ready.
it is.
This was your episode, girl. So long.
Yeah. You know what it is. Are you the one? Are you the one? Are you the one? I'm super excited.
I know.
I'm super excited because
Yes, you are.
I'm just so glad that we're all here.
True.
I know.
Like, you know,
The vibe is
the
great.
vibe is right.
Yay.
The vibe is
Yes.
right. And I'm so glad. And I'm so glad. And I'm so glad. Your boy, Lim Gonzalez, your favorite uncle, you know what it is. But next to me is the incomparable, the amazing Sensei Never Plays.
I don't play, but I am feeling brand new because I got this new paint job.
Hey!
Shout out to Nailed by Lexi. Love you, girl.
Yes. And, you know, she's been gone, but she's back by popular demand in the building. Messy Melody, what up?
Hey guys, I read all your comments and I came back as soon as I could. You're welcome.
Yeah. And you know what it is, the
Let's
main
hear it.
man, you know,
Yeah.
A1 since day one,
Okay.
Filipino king himself,
All right.
Nito Ladera.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, you know, I am back. I'm so excited to be with a full panel.
Yes.
You feel balanced now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, the balance
Feels
is here.
good. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's guest time. It's guest time. It's guest time. So I decided that a Filipino king needs a Filipino queen.
Shout out.
So we invited none other than Kayla is here in the building. What's up?
So happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you.
How you
So
feeling?
happy.
I had a few shots, so I'm ready to go.
Hey, turn up,
ready.
turn up. So we're gonna get right into this.
Let's do it.
But there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. The exes come into the house.
Right.
It's on the beach, yo.
Yeah, it will really turn into X on the beach. My thinking is, first of all, I want to get everyone's kind of mood about this whole episode because it was a lot that went down.
This is my thing. You know, going into these shows, people leave their lives that they were in and doing at the time in reality. They leave and go on this show. It seemed like to me that no one had closure before they came on the show because everyone was still caught up in their feelings.
Exactly.
Everyone. I'm like, you know, this is a good thing because a lot of them were getting closure, but then a lot of them were like, why was that even your ex? Okay, Samantha, girl.
Burn.
That should have never been your ex. I was like, okay, Daniel isn't up great. Okay. Because I could not with what was his name? David?
Yeah, we kept being the wrong name.
What was his name?
Kept being the wrong name. Yeah.
Somebody's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right.
Kept getting the wrong
Tyler,
name.
I think.
Yeah.
Tyler? I don't know.
Yeah.
Really?
Something like
I
that.
have no
I don't know.
idea.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
even matter at this
Doesn't
point.
even matter.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, that's how I feel. I was like, dang, you know, there was a lot of baggage still. With
It's a lot of
these.
unfinished
Sure.
business.
Yeah.
We got
Absolutely.
to see a lot of
Relationship
people's true
rehab for
colors.
real though. Like they took them to this glamping
Yes.
spot, and you thought they were gonna be all relaxed and all
Right.
Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone's ex just starts sprinkling and showing up, and everyone has issues, like issues left and right. You know, except our guest here who was like, "No, I'm done."
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? He brought the issue himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were trying to cut it off, but
Shout out to her.
too many people, too many issues. Like I said,
Yeah.
it looked like X on the beach. Like I
Right.
had to look at the titles again.
Yeah, it was crazy. I agree with you, and I think that's a great observation. It seemed like no one had closure,
Right.
And they really needed that to happen on this show because obviously, if they would have let it fester, who knows
Right.
what happened when they got back? Especially now they're trying to enter into new relationships, right?
Yeah.
I want to divert to our amazing guest because your ex was crazy,
Yeah.
super crazy, in more ways than one. My thing is, how do you come on this show and then like start trouble and you're supposed to be the ex. Like, what is this thinking? What do you think went on?
Honestly, I just had no idea. I remember when I saw him. I have never seen the show, and I didn't know that exes came. And if I would have known, I don't think I would have applied because I don't like seeing him. And I just remember him walking in with just like this arrogance to him, and I knew he wanted to just have his 15 minutes of fame.
How do you say his name again? Ikaea?
Ikaeka.
What was it?
Ikaeka. I think it means strong in Hawaiian.
Well, I want to say that he was coming off strong in a different way, okay, girl? Like, douchebag way, okay? But you were coming off strong in a really female empowerment way. So I just want to give you props for really, like, holding your ground, standing up for yourself, because guys like that can be super intimidating. They can totally make you feel like they're taking over yourself. So I just want to say, like, girl, you stuck up for yourself and you really did your thing. And, like, I commend you, girl.
Yeah.
That's just hard. That's just hard, especially, like, from someone who was like a bully, pretty much.
No, yeah, and no, really, thank you. It was definitely hard to watch because, I don't know, there's just a lot that happened in that relationship, so.
I do have a question, though. Why did he keep on saying that? I mean, and I feel like he was just saying it because he had nothing bad to say about you, but he kept on saying, like, just wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
What were those? Why was he saying that?
So I was like literally after I watched the episode, I drank like a bunch of wine, and I was wondering that myself. I was like, oh, did I do something wrong? And I really didn't. I really gave my heart out to this guy, and he was really bad to me. And I think something that I used to always get in fights with my family and my friends because I was like, this guy, I loved him. I was sticking up for him. And they were like, Kayla, he's a narcissist. And I think with those kind of people, they like to make themselves feel better.
Yes.
And I didn't realize that until I watched the episode, and it kind of just clicked. Like, when he doesn't feel like empowered, or like, I don't know, when he doesn't feel like the man, he has to make me feel little. And so I think that's why he was doing that. So.
I see.
Okay.
Is that why, because it seems like, coming into the house, the person that you are with, the person that is your who you feel may be your perfect match, it seems like he's the total opposite, like night and day. Is that why you gravitated towards him?
You know, it was when I met Cam, it was so different. Like, he was just so nice, and it was interesting. I was like interested because I've always kind of, I hate admitting this, but like I've always just gone to the douchebags. It's just like, it's exciting. But like when I met Cam, he was like, hi, my name's Cam, and he was just the sweetest thing, and I was like, oh, this is a little different, but I don't know. He makes me happy.
Yeah, I love
okay.
you guys. Like, I am like, they are the next perfect match, hands down. And if they're not, I'll be
Are you
like,
done?
I'll
Are
be
you
done.
done?
I'll be done.
You're walking off the show?
Like,
You
y'all
just
don't
gonna
want
walk
to see
out?
me seeing them getting a no match.
Right.
Okay? Just saying.
Let's talk about these exes that came in. So the
Okay.
first one that we saw come in was Zach's ex, Emily. She shows up first, and I thought that the house was straight hating because they immediately go to get Bria to start drama.
And that's stirring the pot.
That was like
entertainment.
super. That was super. I was like, come on, y'all. That's
I'm surprised
messed
she
up.
didn't turn up on her though.
She was so good though. She was
was
all
good.
sent out and
She
like,
was good.
you know, I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk to you and we're gonna be normal and it's gonna be okay.
Well,
I
she-
don't know. I
She-
found that very odd.
That she did that. That she
Yeah.
acted
like she
that
was
way.
waiting to
the
do
high
something
road.
else
I'm
later
proud of
on.
her.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
her.
even know if that's being proud. I'm just like,
Well, she said that she was over him. She said that she was letting him do his thing.
But I feel like she didn't have to go out her way to come talk to her if they've been done.
This should
You
have
know
been
what I'm
old
saying?
girl's job. What's her name? Morgan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
It was
did
a little-
Morgan-
I think that was a little extra. It was
You
a little
think it was
extra what she
extra?
did.
Well, I think it was extra when she came over and laughed at the girl.
That too.
That was
Bria.
extra. That was.
That's Bria.
I think it was actually that Bria came over and laughed at her. But I see what you mean about like being proud of her because she could have turned up. She's
Yeah.
been crazy
Yes.
in the house, right? And the fact that she was just like, "Oh, do you need something? Hey, I just want to talk
I'm
to
gonna
you.
make you a drink.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, okay.
So I mean,
I don't think it was genuine though.
You don't think it
Either
was
way, it made her feel comfortable. So
exactly.
And it turned out to be
Yeah.
okay. Sensei's hoping it was like a Lifetime movie where something was going to happen at the
Right,
end.
right,
Not
right.
even that.
Right.
Not even that. I just don't think. I don't know. It was just.
I think she just feels. I mean, she obviously is not over him.
No.
Because
No.
obviously
Definitely
when he was with Morgan,
was
she
like,
had the staring eyes, right? So
Yeah.
she's not over him, but I think it seems like she's allowing him to kind of breathe
Yeah.
and live his life and be in this
she's
house.
playing it smart.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Kayla?
Honestly, I applaud Bria for that. I know that love makes you crazy, and so I get it. I fucking get it. And when I saw that, I didn't know that happened at the time, but when I saw that, I was just amazed at Bria's I don't know, she was just so poised, she was so mature, and I really don't think it was fake. I think she knows she has things to work on, and she was really trying to do that at that moment. And so I don't know. I just
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take your side. You was there, girl.
Yeah, she's like, she was there.
You was there. So.
Let's get into Sam's ex.
No.
This
No.
first of all, his name is Tyler. But why? Like, I just want to know why. Like, I want to know what y'all got to say because I got my thoughts. Go ahead.
Why? That's
Why? Why? But why?
That was not. I wasn't expecting him.
No.
I was not.
Is he
expecting
like an
him.
XX or like an old
Right.
fling?
I wonder if that was
No.
an ex
Like-
that they had to call, like, he was like fifth.
At the fifth of the line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
He
they
was
couldn't
the only
get
one
good ones.
available.
No, I don't think so because she really was like excited to see him at first.
She started
like,
crying.
Yeah.
Let's keep it all the way real. She started crying.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like,
So I don't think, he should be like 800th. But she obviously had feelings for him. I'm just trying to figure out why. Like, I just keep saying why.
Yeah, he was a douche.
There was nothing, I didn't see any redeeming quality with him. Like, I couldn't see, he's a strong person. He's this, no, he's not. No, he's not.
Well, no,
I just feel like people don't show you who they really are in the beginning.
you
It's a
thought
game.
you
Come
thought
on.
him being like that was just real. Or you think he was up in that for the
That's
camera?
probably the real him. No, that's probably the real him.
You think
but
that's
I
the real
say
him?
who
When
she
she was
first
with.
fell for
I think
was a
him-
nice guy, probably.
I think him
Fake.
and Ikaeka were turning it up to try to get on X on the beach.
You think so?
I'm just saying, like when some
I don't
people see the
know.
opportunity or whatnot, they turn things up. And I feel like he especially Samantha's dude, whatever what's his name?
Tyler.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
He turned it up just to be like that, just to act like that, just for some more camera time because he knew.
No, I honestly feel like that's just him because
That
he looks
sucks
like an
if it's
insecure
just him.
person.
That sucks.
He looks like an insecure person. I feel like the fact that he had sex with two of her friends.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Right.
The fact
That's
that
terrible.
he had sex with two of her friends.
Yeah.
Like what? No.
And then
Like,
also
I can't.
the fact that he kept calling Daniel David, like that was stupid.
Purposefully,
because, like he was it was almost like a diss, like, oh, I'm not even gonna say your right name because you mean nothing to me.
Right.
So what's your name, David? Oh, what's your name? And it was just like, dude, like that's super douche move to
Yeah.
do that. He's basically, and then when he took his layoff, like I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you really gonna do?
Yeah. I mean,
Come on,
seriously.
now, stop it, stop
and
it.
then I was just so happy that Samantha realized at the end, okay, this is why we were not together.
Yeah.
Like she had that clarification. I was like, thank you, hallelujah.
Right.
Like she was like, he's not the one for me. Let me see what's good with Daniel because I think that's a potential.
Exactly.
I like that.
Kayla, did you know that Ikaeka was coming for, like when they said, okay, exes are coming, was that the person you knew was coming?
Yeah, I knew because I was in a relationship with Ikaeka for 1 year, and I just knew that when Terrence said what he said, I was like, oh shit, like he's
It's that
coming.
dude.
It's
Like
him.
I know that my other ex, he actually like he had to work on himself, but like I knew Ikaeka, I just know him and I can't explain it.
You can't
Mess.
explain
He's a
it.
mess. Like
Yeah.
he was waiting for that camera time, so he said yes to that
No,
opportunity.
he really was something that I remember one of the things I said was, oh, so you're ready for your 15 minutes of fame? And he didn't deny it.
What
So-
was his sign?
Oh, again, astrological here.
His birthday is July 30th.
Is he a Leo?
Oh, he's a Leo, I think.
Is
Yeah, I
that
think
right?
that's a
I don't
Leo.
know.
Those are the devil.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, you got personal experience,
Yes.
buddy?
No, I thought he was an Aries because I was like, oh my God, Aries be cray cray.
How did the relationship end with you two?
So it was a little weird because I remember I met him on my 21st birthday, October 4th, 2016, and then we started dating November 11th that same year. And I remember I went to a trip with my friends who were on a dance team with me, and he was so good. And then we got back to LA, which is where he lived, and he told me, he insulted me for the first time, and I was like, oh shit. Like,
Wait, what?
So when you got back, he just like.
It was I didn't know how to handle it because I have never been insulted like this, like just so randomly. And I was just, and I just remember I just cried. I remember I said, no, tell me what's wrong with me and I can handle it. And he told me all these things and I just cried. And I was like, no, I'm fine. And then I remember I stayed because I know everyone grows up in a different way. And so I remember I stayed because I know he has had a hard past. And I think what happened was, so basically, so I remember it was January 1st, New Year's Day, 2017, and I got dumped.
Okay.
And then he got back together with me soon after. And then I remember this entire year was on, off, on, off, on, off. He was crazy with me. And something that was, I'm still like really emotional about because it was mean. I'm from Seattle. I moved to LA to dance, but also because he lived here. And I moved here July 1st, and he moved. I got dumped July 3rd. So I remember.
He's a fool.
Tell her.
Right.
Tell her, Neil.
For real.
I just
He's
kind of
tripping.
remember just being on and off, and finally, I spent New Year's Eve alone, December 31st, and I was just like, okay, there needs to be a change because this is not okay. I was in my room doing a face mask, watching whatever movie, and I have snaps. I can show you guys. So
She got receipts.
it's fucking embarrassing. And I remember that was the time I knew that I didn't want to be here. So what we left off as I just cut him off.
Good.
That's
That's
good
the
for
best
you.
way to do
Yeah.
it.
Right, absolutely.
And I think, again, you handled it like a
Yeah.
champ. Cam was very, I feel like, protecting
Very
over
mature.
you. You know,
Super
he
mature.
really
Very
held
mature.
it together.
Like that drink went straight to his face, and he
That-
didn't even flinch. He
to
said,
me,
"You know
that's
what? Let me take
crazy.
you here. I'm not even gonna deal with you because you're just all about you right now.
Right.
I'm not even gonna give you the time of day. I'm gonna come over here, protect my girl, and it's gonna be all good."
Yes.
So shout out to him.
Yeah.
No, he did. I mean, that's the best. I mean, because obviously he had every right after the drink was thrown into the goal, which is the drink thrown in. And excuse my language, that's a bitch move.
Straight
Oh
up.
my
to
gosh,
do that.
seriously.
And so I'm like, yo, really? That's what you're gonna do? That's what you're resorting
You guys,
to?
actually, I didn't see that. If you guys look, I
turned
turned my
around already,
head.
yeah.
So you
I
didn't
had
even-
no
you
idea.
had no idea that
I
happened.
had no idea that it played out like that.
Right.
And when I saw it, obviously I cried because
Right.
that was like not fucking okay.
Yeah, no, not at all.
And shout out to who tackled Ikaeka down.
Yeah, Tomas
Shout
did.
out to Tomas.
Tomas.
It's like that's not happening.
Right.
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, and we talked about this kind of before we taped, and it was said by one of the cast members that you guys are a family. And it's like, you know, you're going through this experience, right? Where you're in the house for all this time, you're around each other 24/7. And so you build this bond. And I see, you know, in previous seasons, they all still kick it a lot of times and what have you. So it's like, no, he's not going to come in here and he's going to disrupt and try to mess with what's going on. And that's why, you know, Tomas did what he did. Cam was ready. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was dope that they intervened and basically didn't let him have his way.
Yes, and a fan actually is asking in our live chat right now, PM616, was wondering if he got removed after that incident, or was he able to stay?
No, he was removed. Like the producers were really sweet, and obviously I was not okay, and they asked him to leave.
Good.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah.
We also have another fan question. Alan NSN, getting a little frisky over here, saying, did you and Cam head to the boom boom room at any point in this time?
Am I allowed to say that?
I mean,
the
up to
weeks,
this point.
up to this point.
Up to this
Up to
point.
this point.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And one last one. Alan, again, he was asking if you guys were super serious by this point. Were you guys a couple? Were you guys trying to get to know other, people? Because after that house conversation, how did you guys feel about that?
Yes. Okay. So me and Cam were very, very, very serious. Like, I had a really hard time in that house. You're away from your family. And Cam would always, I'm religious, and so is Cam, and I'd get very overwhelmed, and he'd sit there, hold my hand, and pray with me, because I was just, I don't know, you just get like this anxiety attack. At least I did. And we were serious, but you're also playing a game, and so we also both tried to, hang out with other people, but obviously nothing's like the connection we had with each other.
It was undeniable.
It's a strong one, Sensei. You're excited. You're excited. Look at her.
I love it.
Perfect man.
And I think for you too, and there was one part, and I wrote this down, is you said that you forgave him. And talking about Ikaeka, and there was one point where you said basically all the stuff that he did to you, I'm assuming you were just like, I'm letting it go. I forgive him. And I think that's big of you, because a lot of times people will hold stuff in and it will affect you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll harbor that and allow it to affect you. But the fact that you kind of let him go and you forgave him, and now you got Cam that's holding it down, I like it. I like it. Because he was terrible. He was terrible. But yeah, shout out to Tomas for the tackle.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was dope.
What
That was
other
dope.
exes we got?
Yeah. So, can we talk about Tevin Jr.?
Twins.
The
The
He's a cutie.
Tevin
I
Jr.
like him.
He said he's cute.
Like the swag
Steph
with the
Curry
Jesus
with the dreads,
sandals and
boy.
everything. Okay, all right.
Yo, I've been there, done that. I can't date no fuckboys no more.
But it was just so funny seeing him
Girl,
walk
same.
in.
With that babe.
Walking, because I was like, yo, Tevin has a brother? She dated his brother? Like,
Okay, first
he
of all,
literally was just
They
like him.
did not look alike.
They did.
It was
Oh
very-
my
They
god.
looked
Oh
alike.
my gosh.
It was a similar look.
There was
Sensei.
similar.
Same style.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying they were twins, but I'm saying they looked very similar. Extremely
I found
similar.
it hilarious that the first thing Tevin wanted to ask was, "Is that your real hair?"
Yeah, exactly.
He
Like,
needs to
stop it.
differentiate himself. You know what
Not
I'm saying?
only that, the questions that Tevin was asking him, I was like, oh, this is
Yeah,
cringeworthy,
it was
because all
bad.
the answers were like positive as fuck.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, Tevin's not getting nothing out of this. Like,
Did you guys, okay, so that being said, did you feel, because obviously Kenya was all up on him.
Yeah, I mean,
And she was feeling him, and they were reminiscing, and
the
they
end.
kissed, and all this kind of stuff. Did you feel that she was wrong in
You
that?
know what? I have something to say about Kenya, because I was reading a lot of comments after this episode, and people were telling Kenya she's not classy, she's not a lady, she's this, she's that, negative stuff. And I'm like, what are we talking about? Kenya is being Kenya. This is the same girl who was this close to my man's face, saying, I just showed Lewis what that mouth do,
Right.
but I still want to be with you, and he took it. So her sitting in her ex-boyfriend's lap and like talking
it's
to
not surprising.
Right.
Tevin, who's hey boo, and
remember-
stroking his beard, like that's her being her, and I applaud her for remaining true to who she is.
I remember Kenya says she puts everything out in the open. She doesn't
Yeah.
hide the situation, so she confesses to it or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I think that's where people really kind of the double standard plays in
Right.
a lot of the times with
Yeah.
different situations or whatnot. But yeah,
And she's not over him, and how is she
Yeah.
gonna get over him when she has his devil in the house?
Well, first of all, that's one thing, and I can't remember who said it, but it was like she definitely has a type, which is true.
Me.
But I think no, it was one of the housemates. But I think that also he kept saying like, yo, like you were talking about closure.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why they weren't together is because of the distance.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. She was not leaving with no closure.
Yeah.
Like, she just made it harder for herself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
now he's gonna leave. She's gonna be thinking about him
Well,
and not be able to match
she even
with
said in
anyone
the
else.
tent. Didn't you hear her in the tent? She says,
like,
"I'll see you
I'll
after
I'll
this" or
make
something
it
like
all
that.
up. I'll
She
make
did.
it all up to
After
you.
something
Yes.
like
I
that.
do feel like though her ex really did miss her. Like I felt like they did have this genuine like connection.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
But I'm
So-
not feeling bad for
but I don't
Tevin. I
know.
think
I'm not
he's
either.
allowing it to
He
happen, so
is.
she needs to
Yeah.
keep
I
doing
mean,
it.
he was busy too, y'all.
yes,
He
and
was.
y'all, I just really can't.
Whoa!
He was busy too.
He was busy. We're gonna talk about that in 1 second. I want to bring up one more ex. which I think was the strangest ex. Morgan's ex. First of all, the white dude with the black
I
name.
forgot
His name was Leon.
I like him
I
though.
Really?
I like
Why is his name
Leon.
Leon? Why is his name Leon?
What do you mean?
I got a whole bunch of
Oh,
really nice Leon,
no.
who ain't black.
It is
I
it.
am
Oh, my
not-
ex Leon is here, and I was like,
You know
where?
what? I am not gonna let you guys come for him because you know what? He totally was giving her advice.
Yeah, he was a good friend.
Yes, he
Yes.
was being a really good friend, telling her what she needed to do. Let her hair
liked him.
down. Don't let these bitches run
Yeah.
you. Like I liked him.
I was just mad his name was Leon.
I think
Why?
he was
That's
what I'm like,
therapist.
just mad
Get out of here.
I was like, how's your name Leon, sir? Like, just come on. It's not, it should be Kip or it should be...
No,
yeah.
stop it.
No,
Why are you hating on
he
my
looked,
man like
he
that?
looked like a Kip. He looked like a Kip or...
Don't say Brad.
No.
Stop it.
You know what? He
Stop
looks
it.
more like a Leo than a Leon. Okay.
Oh, Leo.
Leo.
Okay, Leo.
Leo.
Cool. He did
Okay.
not look like a Leon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He did
But-
not look like a Leon.
Let's
I'm just...
move
That's
on.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
all I'm saying is I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This just brought me back to Lem's hairline situation.
Oh my God, you wouldn't let it go.
You wouldn't let that go.
That was real talk. That was real talk. Before we move on, Nino, you got something to say about AfterBuzz?
Yeah, I do actually. Actually, Melody got something to say about AfterBuzz
My
today.
first day
yeah.
back. You see how they do me?
Oh, Melody has something to say.
Better.
Okay, guys. Hey, AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we will shout you out on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV Top.
Let's go.
Hey, Melody!
Melody. Melody, tell you what's up, y'all.
Yeah!
You're welcome. Girl.
So let's talk about Jasmine. Jasmine. She was ready to make
You know,
her
this is
move.
my
She
problem.
was waiting.
This is my
Jasmine.
problem.
Tell me.
I have a big problem. See, I liked her at first, but she's one of those girls. Normally we talk about guys in this way. The guy that's like, I'm waiting for dude to mess up so I can come in and swoop. She's one of those. I'm waiting for old girl to mess up so I can pick up her sloppy sack. Girl, move on.
I mean, girl, I ain't mad at Jasmine.
This little soft core.
Wait,
Look.
what was
I ain't mad at Jasmine. Look,
What was her
Kenya
title?
was
Do you remember?
booed up.
She was the side piece.
The side
She's
perpetual
still going
side
to be
piece.
the side piece forever.
Yeah.
Oh my
the
God!
perpetual
Wasn't-
side chick.
Wasn't Alicia the side chick too? Wasn't
She was the side chick.
Um,
But go ahead.
I'm not mad at Jasmine.
She's
I'm
gonna
not
feel
mad.
stupid in the end.
Well,
I mean, she might feel stupid.
Can you let her borrow him for a minute? That's why she should feel stupid.
Okay, listen. Oh my God. Let's see. I feel the girl.
Well, remember Kenya, and I'm wondering if this is where this came from, because when Kenya was on the show last week,
Yeah.
she did make mention of Jasmine and was kind of just like, y'all notice, she's always by herself.
Oh, that's right.
And she went to that trip by herself, and no girls are with her, and they got into it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's the carryover from the show.
Well, I'm getting
Maybe
inside scoop
Kayla can give us the scoop.
So how's Jasmine as a person?
No, honestly, I love them all. Jasmine's really, really sweet. And I think something that was mentioned in the beginning of the episode is we were all starting from scratch. And so I get where Jasmine's coming from, but I mean, also, like, it's also like if someone came for Cam, I was like,
Right.
She
switched up real quick.
See, you wouldn't have because you would have been with Cam. Like Kenya was straight up with her ex being booed up. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it, but what I have to say with that is, it's week 4, you're away from home, and that, you're dealing with a lot of stuff, and so, like, when you see someone part of your past, you do feel at home because you're in this
Comfort.
house. So I do get it, and I get what Kenya. I get it.
I mean,
I wish I will say I wish I felt the same, but like unfortunately, like my ex was just like not okay. But like
right.
So mad at Jasmine, you were okay. With
I
what
mean,
Jasmine
of
did.
course, I don't like chicks like Jasmine, of course. Like,
But
I
she would
swear
have
to
an
God.
issue with what she was doing
But,
because
I mean, it's like-
Kenya was busy.
Yeah, and like, I mean, Kenya hasn't had the greatest track record with Tevin, and you've seen Tevin be loyal to her.
But
yes,
don't you
he
think-
had a mix up here and there with Jasmine. But I mean, at this point, I feel like it's still fair game.
But don't you think she should pick someone who would put her first? Who would pick her first?
I mean, true.
But she's also the perpetual
Because it's
side
only like,
piece.
pick me, please.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah,
she's
I
the.
think
I
I know where you're
mean-
coming from because you're trying to look at for her best interest.
Yes,
Hold on, I
end
want
of
to see
the
what these
day.
fans are talking about.
At the end of the day, you're trying to look for her best
Yes.
interest.
You
because
know
you don't want her
what?
to be that perpetual side piece anymore.
No.
Yeah.
And she's
Clear-
looking very
Clore
thirsty.
Rohan says he's not mad at Jasmine. But Jasmine Nicole said she got him only for the night. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Okay.
It's a mixed bag. It's the same
okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same. You know, I mean, it's like, of course, I don't like no sneaky bitches. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like it's just there was an opening, and like it just hasn't been the best record
Yeah.
for Kenya,
I just
and
want
it's just
her to
you know
find
it's still
better.
messy.
Do you think that just on
devil's advocate.
Tevin's side, do you think that he, welcomed Jasmine because of what Kenya was doing?
Yeah.
Definitely,
That's
that was
it.
the only reason I
Yeah.
feel like.
So
Yeah.
if Jasmine would have had a chance if Kenya wasn't with her ex,
Well,
basically.
I don't know. I think she still might have had a chance if she came on to
Really?
Tevin. Yeah, if she came on to Tevin, even if Kenya wasn't busy, there still might be a chance.
Still
where
might have been a
Tevin
chance?
might have stepped out a little bit.
I don't know. I
know
think
what I
this
mean?
gave him
Yeah,
the
I don't know if I can
push.
agree either.
I
I think
gave
that
him
it
the
was
push.
strictly because Kenya was doing her thing, and I think he felt some kind of way because he asked the weird questions. And dude, looked like him, and so he
Yeah.
was just like, "Well, shoot." And Jasmine was ready.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Let's go in the shower and let's make a music video."
Yeah.
'Cause that's what it looked
Yeah,
like.
I mean, Jasmine is a beautiful girl. I do
Yeah.
feel like a lot of women in the chat room are saying, I wish she knew her worth.
Exactly.
Shout out to Ayo, Nay, and then Ashley Carter, Ashley McCarter, who wants to be second best. So yeah,
Yeah, that was like Cinemax after like 10 o'clock.
That was.
Yeah.
It was after 8. After 8.
After 8.
After 8. I don't think it was after 10.
Oh.
It was
Let
after
me
8.
Okay.
No, stop it.
yeah.
Let's get into news and gossip. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Girl, what you got for us?
Okay.
We missed you.
Give me
girl.
some
I
live. Give
know,
me some
I know,
live.
I know. Okay, guys. So the tea is the exes. So we saw the exes that came into the house, but apparently there were about 4 other exes that we did not see at all.
Yes.
And do you want to go ahead and talk about that a little bit?
So Newta's ex came, Quasi's ex came, Lauren's ex came, and am I missing anybody?
Wait, why'd you say
Andrew.
Lauren's
Andrew.
ex like that?
Oh, Andrew's.
Why do you
Andrew.
think they didn't show them?
They were just really sweet. And
Okay.
Oh,
not
not
good
drama.
for TV.
And I think Lauren's ex, they were very civil, and it was just like very sweet because I wish I was civil with my ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There was no component that would have matched with the MTV ratings. It's wild.
So they were just hanging out.
Yeah, no, like especially like Andrew's ex, she was so fucking cute. Like she was so sweet. And then Newta's ex was, I don't know, he didn't really talk. And then Quasi's ex actually, it was, Quasi's Mr. Ego or egomaniac, and it was just when I saw Quasi see his ex. It was amazing because, Quasi's always has to be this man. And when he saw his ex, he actually broke down in tears.
Oh,
Really?
This is the first time I saw Quasi cry. But he did say it was because it reminded me, it reminded him of his mom because it was just, you're in this house. And so
Yeah.
it reminds
Piece
him
of
of
home.
home.
Yeah.
MTV, that would have
Okay.
been a good moment.
Nice.
That would've
Nice.
been a
Yeah,
nice
that would have
moment
been a
to
nice
see.
moment to see.
And then a little bit more tea. I haven't been able to get to the source of it or find proof, but apparently our boy Shamoy has had a girlfriend the entire time filming. Has a girlfriend now
Whoa.
and a baby.
Whoa.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
exclusive.
Wait.
Where's that button at? Exclusive.
yeah,
It's online.
I didn't
What?
make it up, but it's online.
So this is
if anyone
allegedly.
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 So if anyone can find this, then send it my way so we can
Shamoy,
talk
tweet
about
us.
it
Let us know
more.
if this is real.
Let
I
us
would
know.
be so sad if Shamoy really
So-
has that because I don't believe it.
Has a-
Yeah.
wait, you're saying has a
Believe it.
girlfriend and a baby
The entire
with
time
that
they were
girlfriend.
filming.
The entire time they were filming.
Okay, I don't know. I really fucking don't know. I don't
How
know.
you don't know?
I really don't know. I know. I swear, Lord. I feel like that's a lot, and I don't think that is real. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Let's
I love
stalk his
Shamoy.
Facebook, guys, so we can
Yeah.
find out.
Honestly, someone tell me because now
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Right.
curious.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be too much tea.
If
That would
anyone
be
has
a
any
lot.
I would
receipts for that,
be-
DM
yes.
Melody.
Yeah.
ASAP,
You know?
and we'll discuss that
Kit Kim,
next
oh my
week.
God,
I
for
would
sure.
literally be so sad. I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, hell to the no.
Especially he's the first perfect match.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
think that's real.
Okay.
I really don't.
I'm gonna hope that's
Let's
not.
let's hope it's
hoping,
let's hope
yeah.
it's not.
I
real.
hope
We
it's
have
not.
like
Yeah.
all us girls. We have like a group chat, and I didn't hear anything. So I
Anything?
think that's just a rumor, but I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a
We'll
rumor.
find out.
Okay.
We'll get to the
Find
bottom
out.
of
Yeah.
it. All right.
Shamoy, let us know.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No,
Time
yeah,
for
no, text
predictions.
me. Shamoy, text me.
Predictions.
Oh, predictions. Oh, we already here at this time, y'all.
Yeah, already.
Right here.
All right. Yeah. So
I
you know.
mean, like predictions. like, I feel like they're a match. Cam.
Yeah.
Cam and Kayla.
Yeah, Cam
I
and
do
Kayla
feel like
are-
I
Yeah.
definitely think they're a match.
I think they're a match.
Oh, she's coughing. Oh,
I'm
oh.
so sorry.
I feel like.
You said that right when I took a sip.
Oh my
Yeah.
bad. You know, I feel like that's a beam. One of the two beams that the two new beams that they got
Yeah.
last week. Not even really new.
Right.
They've
The
been
two
sitting there,
beams.
you know what I mean?
Right.
I just can't put my finger on who's the next that other match.
Okay.
Who's the
Yeah.
Samantha and Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could
that's
be.
true.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I kind of like Lewis and Samantha though. Like
Really?
they had a couple moments. They had like
Nah,
one moment.
nah.
Lewis and Samantha.
I can see that.
Samantha wasn't about Lewis at all.
Yeah.
but you never know. Remember, I said opposites do attract, so you
They
never
do.
know.
I do. I think they're good because they're both like kind of like hardcore, hard nosed people, and so I think they could withstand each other. But I
Yeah.
don't think. Well, definitely romantically, I can't see
I feel
them
like we
together.
could be surprised, but
Yeah.
we're supposed to get something from Bria next week, right? Like another situation with Bria. What I saw in the preview.
Oh,
Yeah.
because no,
Yeah.
it was.
it Bria?
No,
Who was it?
it was Kenya
Kenya and
Jasmine.
and
I feel
Jasmine,
like
okay.
he's gonna tell her about Tevin and
Oh, yes.
Jasmine. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a sitch.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely gonna tell her because she was like, "What?" He was
Do you
like,
think?
"Ew."
Do you think Kenya and her ex had any good times in that tent while they were there chilling and waiting?
I
While
don't.
Jasmine. And
I don't think
No,
so.
I
I don't
You just
think so.
talk. They
I
seem
think
like
they
it was
just
just talk,
talk. I
right?
think they cuddled. They kissed. I think that was
Reminisced
it.
and all
Yeah,
that
I think that was
situation.
it.
Yeah. So there's
think that was
there's
it.
about to be some drama next week.
Right.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more drama. The Bria and Zach situation is not over.
No.
Yeah,
I think she still has feelings for him.
Yeah.
Kayla's not in her head, so she's confirming. I'm just interested to see. I don't think that. I mean, obviously, because we didn't have one this week,
Right.
On this episode, they'll definitely have a matchup ceremony.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I hate to.
I feel like they're gonna get a blackout.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's
I
gonna
think
blackout,
blackout.
but I think it's gonna be like one beam, like extra, other than that one.
Well, no, I think blackout.
I think it's gonna be one beam because I feel like that these two are a
If
match.
there's a blackout, then that
Hold
means
on.
they ain't
Yeah.
gonna be
I
a
don't
match.
think
I
I
didn't
don't
say
think
I
it's a
want
blackout.
that to happen.
I don't
I
think
said
it's a
I think
blackout,
it's
but I think that it's gonna be one beam because they're gonna be still sitting together. Cam and Kayla are
Word.
not going anywhere. So just saying.
Maybe people will pressure them to move around, and then they're gonna black out.
Which side note, Cam and Kayla sounds very similar to Cam and Michaela, who also were a perfect match.
my God.
So
That's true.
I'm just saying that's really weird. No, my God, right?
Isn't Michaela
I've
dating
never
our
seen
boy
the
Joe
show.
right now?
Yeah, he is. I'm on the show.
Yeah.
Stay within the show.
On the
You
show.
know?
I'm just
on
saying.
the show.
There's just so much going
on the
on.
show. Oh, shout out! I do want to say because people was trying to come for me because I was saying about that it was the fastest. You know, I was thinking it was the fastest perfect match.
Right.
It's tied for the fastest.
Yeah.
So Cam and Michaela were the third week, and they were technically the third matchup ceremony. So it's the third week, even though it was the fourth episode,
Oh, okay.
third week. So,
So
it was
they
a
tied
tie.
up.
So
Oh, okay.
calm down. They were like, there was other perfect matches. I was like, all right, I got you. It was a tie for the fastest. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for Kayla coming in. Yeah. And, you know, it is what it is. It's your boy, your favorite Uncle Lim Gonzalez here. You can find me everywhere at The Poet Saint, and also check out my website, stayonthemic.com. Sensei, where you at?
Yes, you guys can follow me at Sensei Don't Play. You guys follow me, talk to me. I'm always down to dish it out about these shows, y'all. Let's get it.
I love her. She's so cute.
And you guys, make sure you send me those receipts everywhere at Melody_Rose.
Hey, y'all, it's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Lanero on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Check out my website, thefifthelementmag.com, for all your favorite things in fashion, lifestyle, and hip-hop.
Yeah. Kayla, where can the fans find you?
K-Cam Umagat. The Cam is for my middle name, Caronero. So Kaycamumagat.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, I thought like you and Cam had your like Instagram.
No,
I'm like,
Caronero. That's
be
embarrassing. I'm not that psycho. But yeah.
She's like, that psycho. Not that she's not psycho. And ladies and gentlemen, I alluded to it last episode, but next week, make sure you're tuned in, because in the studio, Bria will be here. Just saying. So we're going to find out a lot of information. Just saying. So make sure you tune in. But until then, it's our show, and we will see you next week. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.